Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and let's talk about something that is really crazy, the quadruple banners. Who are the communities planning to pick and what are the thoughts? In this video, we're going to answer all of them. So we put out a community post like a couple of hours ago, already have like 4,000 votes, which is usually like quite representative of where the votes are going to go. It's very obvious, there's no like there's a clear winners already in this category. So I decided, let's just talk about it. I know a lot of people are very frustrated with quadruple banners. So many good characters all coming back at the same time. Hoyoverse, why do you do this now? At least give us some hits up, right? That's coming so we can save for it. But very clearly here, overall community views, 4,000 people voted in the past 9 hours. Likely it's going to shift a little bit here and there, but you can definitely see it on this post as well. And if you don't have our community posts, you can't get these posts, you are wondering why you don't see them, do hit the notification bell and turn it on as well. You also get notified for these kind of posts. We don't post dumb stuff or not so important stuff. But anyways, most of the community seem to want Feixiao as well as Robin. 70%, which means every 7 people out of 10 people, so out of this like 44k, probably around like 3k people will be pulling for either Feixiao or Robin, and that's their top pick. Either going for 50-50 or guaranteeing them. More people are planning to skip than Kafka and Black Swan lovers combined. So people that are planning to pull for Kafka or Black Swan together, probably less than the people who are just going to skip waiting for like 2.6 and beyond. Plus 2.6 again, one new limited character, they're probably going to do something funny. If you haven't seen our predictions video on 2.6, I highly recommend you check it out. We discuss our thoughts there too. But yeah, really funny. First choice of each one, you can just see it's a funny letter distribution. But let's look at some of the community's thoughts and what are people feeling about this quadruple banner, and let's try to address some of the key community concerns. So Robin is undeniably the most valuable if you don't have her already. So out of the 4 of these units, Kudo-chan here is saying that Robin is the best. Like, he's the most value out of all of them, which I think is tricky to explain. Definitely in terms of like power creep wise, going the long run, I agree Robin is going to have probably the most value because supports in general tend to outperform. But what happens if we switch this to, let's say, Feixiao is swapped to Akirion? Is the choice clear then? Is Akirion still going to be slightly weaker than Robin? Or are people going to say Robin is the better pool? And that's the tricky part, because if Feixiao does come out to be way stronger than Robin, thoughts may start to change a little bit in terms of what people define as the most valuable. So my recommendation for you, if you're sitting on the fence, you are wanting to look at more community feelings, don't pull on day one, just chill out. There's going to be a lot more content on Feixiao and you can make the decision. Then we'll also have more videos out for you as well. If you haven't seen our video on comparing these characters, you'll probably see it out on the channel shortly as well to help you get a second opinion. It's not helping you make a decision, it's just giving you a second opinion as a friend. I just want to share with you my thoughts so that we can bounce ideas back and forth with each other. Next up, we have Hipfire here. Robin, a lot of Robins here don't have resources to start a DOT team, already have 3 strong DPS like Akirion, like Firefly, like Imbibitor, but she can be used in teams that don't have follow-up. She was the first character that you lost, which so this is revenge for that. Okay, really nice. I think DOT teams is a great point here. In order to get into DOT teams, you need a lot of characters. You need like Black Swan, you need Kafka, so two limited characters just to start a DOT team. Robin, on the other hand, plays into a lot of characters that exist. She's a very fantastic support as well. For those of you who have Runmei or don't have Runmei, Robin is still a good addition. And with the arrival of Feixiao, Robin's relevance just increases. She just becomes a lot more relevant now as well. She was already before, but now Robin is like catching up to Runmei in terms of utility, especially with a spanking DPS like Feixiao, who works really well with her. I think that's one of the huge shifts. So great. I think this is a great start. DOT teams quite expensive. Unless you are a Kafka lover, Black Swan lover, DOT teams I would say is a little bit trickier to get into. Unless you're pay to win, of course, because they all come back all at the same time and you don't have time to save for them, which is ridiculously expensive. I don't know why they like doing this. But thank you so much for your question, Hipfire. Next up, we have Royogi Vector Kafka Signature. Now, this one is actually really interesting. I didn't put it as one of the options available, but Kafka's Signature is actually super good. The unique part about Kafka's Shock comes from her light cone and not Kafka's Kit. Kafka's Shock is generic, but Kafka's Signature light cone gives Erode, which is the unique shock, which means you can stack it on other shock like Serval's Shock. You can stack it with like other applications as well. So you can even take that light cone, put it on Akirion, and Akirion becomes a DOT applier as well. So Kafka's Signature is one of the most unique light cones for Nidity characters. I think it's one of the ones that is very underrated in my opinion. Moze, 4 stars. Didn't have space. So if you're wondering why I don't put some characters, it's because there's only a limit of 5, and like skip is probably more important than Moze for most people. So that's why. But nice to see that you guys also are liking the new 4 stars design. Is it because of his deep voice, like the or something like that? Or is it because of his kit or whatever not? But nice to see that the 4 stars are still appreciated. At this point of the game, I always wonder whether 4 stars are still relevant or whether they are totally pushed out of the meta already by other characters. We have Josh Full of Bright here. I'm one of the 5 Lingsha enjoyers, so wants to pull Lingsha in the next half over here. So that might be one of the people who are skipping the first half because the 4 quadruple banners on the first half. So these people are likely wanting to pull for Lingsha. So if you think about that, like comparing this versus this, I don't know whether 16% of people are pulling for Lingsha, whereas like the rest of them want something in the first half. So it definitely seems from this is the first half is way more popular than the second half. So maybe Lingsha's patch is like going to be iffy, especially since like she competes with Gallagher, right? Which is already very popular and most people have him decently well invested. So a lot of requirements for Lingsha to do in order for her to start convincing people to ditch the resources they put into Gallagher already. Funny how all the people that skip Robin coming back, Lamau. One thing for sure is Robin got a lot better with Feixiao's arrival, and follow-up attacking has had a lot of support from the developers. So it's not something that just happened just like that, and then all the Robin is just, everyone regrets Robin. She actually has a lot of support. Since Robin, what else do we have? We have a lot of characters that go into follow-up attacking. You have team comps that synergize, Aventurine, and how people, all the like, the whole new gear, new relics and stuff like that. So everything was like working in Robin's favor, working in follow-up attacking favor, and they are selling now Feixiao, which even increases the value of Robin. So I wouldn't say like the people who skipped Robin in the first one, we missed it, because now technically she is better than she was before. So it makes a lot of sense to then be more interested now rather than before, just because of the way it is. So if a character is starting to become more relevant, like for example, give you a huge example, it's like Topaz and Nambi's first banner, no one really cared because like Jingliu was the hot kicks, right? And then later on, second rerun for Topaz and Nambi, people started, oh, I want Topaz and Nambi because now follow attacking starting the game. Now her third time coming around in the second half, and of course more people want that. So I don't blame people, and I don't think it's funny why people skip. It's just a matter of like demand and supply. If you already have Runmei at the first banner of Robin, you probably didn't feel urgent need to get Robin, but maybe now a little bit more pressing, which is why they shove us a quadruple banner. Crazy stuff. I'm surprised that no one's complaining about the quadruple banner. Don't you think guys think it's a lot of resources? Or maybe it's because people are just choosing the characters here, so they only want like the top pick. Kafka, already a Black Swan, want to capitalize on DOT potential, completing your DOT team. I think this is probably one of the people that would make sense that they would pull a DOT character right now, is because they already have one of the other. So it makes it a lot lesser investment to finish the team off. Very great. Princess Amanante. Very nice. Started to play DOT, 260, wow, this one is 60 pull save plus 50 PT. That's like 310. You can guarantee almost two characters at that point. I think this is probably one of the higher amounts saved in the game. Will be your second team. This is very nice. You've been probably saving for quite a long time. Gwilym, I hope you enjoy your DOT team. I think you'll find a lot of DOT content on the channel very interesting as well. I think it's a very nice team. It does need a little bit more support from developers. They seem to be favoring like follow-up attacks, favoring break and stuff like that, which hopefully DOT gets some love soon as well, because it is a very fun style to play. And I don't understand why they don't want to like double down more into that. But thank you so much for the comment. We have Stasher, Robin, one of the most valuable characters, same as Runmei. Supports generally are more attractive. Robin E1 is going to be amazing. A lot of Robin supporters here. But the Feixiao people are like quite quiet in this comment. Maybe it's because they are all in the other videos that we have posted out already, and they don't see a point to like promote Feixiao yet. Pulling my warrior princess Feixiao, S1 or E1, trying your luck at Robin E1. That's a lot of resources. 1, 2 full PTs that need to go plus 3. So 3, I'm wishing you good luck as well. Can you, Gebu? You have a lot of characters to pull. Hopefully you have some saved up and don't spend too much. Have all DOT characters except Kafka. Jardin Joiner, so probably have I guess characters like Jiao Qiu, Black Swan, and very nice. Kafka will probably complete your set as well. So this is very, very useful. Robin, have been investing in follow attack for a long time. Final piece, get Feixiao too, since all of her relics, or you already have all of her relics. Some people just have a lot of resources. Are you guys having a lot of stash and like investing a lot in this patch? It seems that people have been like saving for the past couple of patches and then back now to like whack everything in this quadruple patch. Do you think Hoivers actually knows how much resources that we actually have? So they know, like, they see the community is saving too much. They have like this database of charts. Once the players have too much savings, they whack us with something so that all our savings like suddenly drop, and then we have to like pre-farm or like we have to save up again for the new spanking DPS. I don't know. Maybe that's how they do their decision making. It seems very, very sporadic and random to have a quadruple banner that came out now, instead of why don't you put it like next patch when there's only one limited character, right? I don't know. Maybe they see more than we have, because they do have the stats of all the players and whatnot. Kafka, Black Swan, wasn't playing either of them then released 6 months ago. They were last released 6 months ago, so I'm not surprised. But I like the idea of the playstyle. Hopefully in some time in 3.0, get a new DOT support or sustain to keep them relevant. We talked a lot about DOT teams already on the channel. You can check it out if you're interested. If you are watching this video and interested in more DOT. I agree. I think they definitely, DOT can use a little bit more support, because fundamentally the way the games are designed is a turn-based thing, right? Like you will need to clear in the fastest cycles. If enemies don't move, they don't pop the damage fast enough. DOT teams are going against the clock in general for a game like Honkai Star Rail, which everything is a time limit requirement. So thank you so much for your comment again, Mao Rose Keto. Ren Pai, while Feixiao is the best follow-up DPS, still kind of disappointed with them not making like Feixiao something special. It doesn't seem like she's the kind of upgrade over ratio. Really questioning if you pull her, skip her, get both Black Swan and Kafka while having a functional premium team with ratio. Now this is a very interesting question. Feixiao is a very strong DPS, but she not only is played in follower attacking. If you have seen our team comps on best teams for Feixiao, which is on the channel right now, you will actually realize that she can play the many different teams, especially the fast and often teams where characters move very often. She is, in a sense, competing with Ratio's, Dr. Ratio's position in a lot of the teams that are the follow-up category. But those people who are new in the game, you didn't get Dr. Ratio, is a huge W, because now you won't be upset that if only I joined like a few months sooner, I would have gotten a free limited characters. No, Feixiao is here for you. Feixiao is super strong. I think Feixiao is really very strong moving forward too. Should you pull her or not? I think that I cannot make decisions for you. We have a lot of comparison videos on the channel to help you decide. At the end of the day, what I want to say is the newest character in the game will always be the most attractive, or at least is supposed to be as attractive as it can be, especially if it's DPS characters. So there's no doubt that you are tempted, but the bigger question is, what is your objective in your game? Are you trying to complete your teams? Do you have the supports that work well with her? In that case, and I think it's a nice time to end this video, I highly recommend you, as of time recording, to watch these two videos here to decide. If you have most characters that work well with these units, you might want to go into them and invest in them. And you can check out this video if you want to know a comparison of my thoughts between two very popular DPSs too. And thank you guys again so much for watching. See you in the next video.